Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. I honestly did not want to make this video, but I believe I have to. And this is in the wake of covering the Taylor Farms fire and the Azure Standard headquarters fire, a large producer of organic foods, whole foods, for lack of better terms. And the reason why I had to do this is because there was an outpouring of information that came my way from my amazing subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone that gave me information. And I started going through the structure fires, the large commercial fires, and we're going to go back and I'm going to show you a list of, we're going to go through just since November. And quite frankly, it's astonishing to me what is going on with our nation's food suppliers and the amount of fires and explosions that are happening just since November. Look, I'm going to preface this with this. Regardless of what we all feel, how things are happening, why things are happening around us, we can have all kinds of crazy theories, all kinds of rational theories or logical theories, right? The fact is this: no matter what side of the camp you're on, when I'm going to show you these articles, I want you to understand that our food supply is finite, and it's fragile. Our food supply, our supply chain when it comes to food is fragile. And so I want you to think about that. These are starting to happen very frequently. So let's do this. I'm going to share a screen. We're just going to start going through them. We're going to talk about them, okay? We're going to start back here in November. And this is a fire that erupts at a meat packing plant, a meat processing facility in Lake Kawana County. And this is the Made Right Steak Company that burned down. Then we move on to Westside Food Processing Plant. This happened December 13th. Left with smoke damage after a fire. This is another processing plant that went down. Then we go over to the Van Duren site. Total loss after fire, January 4th, right? Now, I want to start also telling you that there are other fires at other food processing plants in the middle of this. This is just a list, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see, the amount of stuff I have to go through here is pretty intensive. So we're just going to go through these, okay? And again, since just November. Explosion and fire reported at Cargill Nutrina feed mill. All right. This was actually an explosion that happened. And these are common in grain areas where the fine particulates of dust can rapidly catch fire and cause an explosion. But you start looking at this and it's getting interesting. Massive fire at Maine potato plant ruled accidental. Now, ironically, I was actually looking for, we'll look at it right here, a potato plant fire that was not this one, and it happened around the same week. And let's see here. This is the one I wanted to find, the Fire Guts Warren potato processing plant. This one, it might be the same one. Let's see. I was going through so many of them. No, this is in Belfast, Maine. All right, so as I was looking for this one right here, let's see, let me make sure. So many I was going through, it's crazy. No, this is Warden. Okay, this is the same one. It's wild, when a fire takes place, especially like a large commercial fire, there's always tons of, oh, this is different. It is. Sorry, I was literally going through so many, it's crazy. So this is in Belfast, Maine, and this is a completely different one. So as I was looking for one potato processing plant, I found another one that was on fire. This right here, Harper's Market on the Hamilton Mountain has been destroyed by a fire. Massive, massive structure fire. These are not small mom and pop operations. These are large processing facilities, right? Lots of food goes through them. Mouston Meat Processing Plant loses storefront in fire. Am I reading? So that takes down that operation right there. We'll move on to right here. Bonanza Meat Company building fire down near downtown El Paso. Absolute loss. Massive structure fire right here. Here we go here to Shears Foods lays off staff at Emerson plant destroyed by fire. So now you've got in all of these places, as they get destroyed by fire, you're looking at massive layoffs as well. Not only the loss of food, adding to the food supply issues, but jobs as well. Nestle Hot Pockets plant remains shuttered following fire. Now this was in, let's see, this date is March 21st, and this is in Jonesboro, Arkansas. another massive facility that produces a lot of food, shuttered by a fire. Here we got on March 23rd, investigators closer to finding cause of Walmart distribution center fire. Now, guys, this is interesting because we have multiple structure fires at Walmarts around the country going on in the last few months. I started looking at it. Now, there's issues with any store, like what we just saw at the Home Depot that burned to the ground in San Jose, California. But to see a distribution plant fire, that is a whole new level, especially something as big, logistics of Walmart, okay? That services a ton of Walmarts in that area, which means that is going to be harder to get supplies to those Walmarts, right? Now, as I was looking, I started to find all kinds of Walmarts that have been burning down around the country. And here's an example of one Edgewood Walmart fire that could have been set by two people. And see, I don't remember if this is the one that showed better photos, but here's another one, Clark County, Nevada. If you're not familiar with Clark County, that's where Las Vegas is. Investigating a fire behind Walmart on Tropicana, but it was obviously dealing with the area that the trucks come in and offload. Then we come into this is on the produce news. Rio Fresh onion facility damaged in a warehouse fire. That was April 1st. And then we're going to close on this one. I'm going to talk a little bit. Cattle rescued after fire destroys a meat market. And this was on April 13th. And this was the East Conway beef and pork plant that had burnt down. So what I want to share is that first off,
very much.
Regardless of how you feel these things are happening, the truth is they are happening, all right? The president came out and said that food shortages are coming. They obviously blamed the war on Russia, but I want to tell you that there is, I believe, a squeeze coming this year that is going to be intense, and it is going to put people in a position where they are hungry, they are scared, and they are angry. We are going to have rising inflation, plus food shortages, and the food shortages are going to exacerbate the inflation. It's going to make it worse, all right? What do? This is the time to store food. This isn't a joke. And let's say all of this is wrong. This is made up. It's a fairy tale. It's never going to happen. What do? Let's bought food smart. Food that you can store for a while, food that you normally would eat, and you just simply eat it. And the great news is you've locked in the inflation. But I have a feeling that there is going to be something worse. And I don't, it's never fun being the bearer of bad news, but to be honest with you, when you can see trends coming and put them together and warn people and they listen and they take your advice and they're blessed, well, then honestly, that's the greatest thing I could ever do. And I am seeing this, and I think it is very, very important. Now, I will say I do have one referral link to a water filter that I've been using for like 10, 15 years. Because one thing that when people are prepping and getting ready for things, when it comes to water, it blows me away. They just buy like cases of water rather than buying just a really good water filter where plastics leach into your water and things like that. I've been using this water filter forever. I'll put the link in the description below. But in the comments, but I also have their filter that goes underneath the sink, and I'll try and link the video that I did to my install on that. I absolutely love it. But be smart when you're planning these things. Don't go out and buy foods that you don't normally eat. But canned vegetables right now, canned soups, good calories that last years, stored away in the proper place where it's not hot. It's a sort of dry place. That is valuable right now in a world where food is exploding and the pros are out there telling you. And when I mean pros, I'm talking about owners of large grocery chains. Just like inflation, food inflation is going to get worse. Food shortages are going to get worse. Around the world, countries are vying for food supply right now. And out of that panic is going to cause even more shortages and honestly simply more waste. So guys, please consider right now. It doesn't matter how much you prepare your finances. If you are not healthy and you are hungry and scared, you could have all the money in the world, you'll lose your mind trying to just get normal everyday life taken care of. Guys, I don't want Ninja Nation to be scared. I want you to be prepared so that we can take advantage of all of this craziness that's going in the market, all right? Please share this video anywhere you can if you feel in your gut that I'm right. And because I think it is very important. Because as we sow help and love out in the world, it comes back magnified, all right? Hope you guys got something out of this. I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.